My name's John Dezamba. I've played in the Kingston Symphony for over 40 years.
This is actually my first year in the youth orchestra, and I played first violin. But before that I was involved with the U strings for about 4 or 5 years, and I volunteered with the younger group, the A strings, for 1 or 2 years.
My parents used to drive me 15 miles or so into Hamilton to have lessons, and I eventually became the leader of the second violins in the Toronto Youth Symphony, and it was very enjoyable to be playing in a group rather than playing on your own. Then I moved to Kingston, Ontario, because I got a teaching job at Sydenham High School, and I met a lot of young teachers at the time, and a lot of those young people played musical instruments like guitars and singing and folk music and so on and so forth. So we played a lot of those kinds of concerts, as well as playing in the Kingston Symphony. I've also built myself a studio in my home, and I made 7 or 8 recordings of my own music, and had a chance to buy good violins, Italian violins, modern makers, up in the $40,000 range. That was very nice. One thing you find about music, and violin music in particular, and that goes for Alberto Garcia, who made the violin that we're going to look at today, is that violins have their own special tone. They're made of wood, and the wood gets better as you play it, the longer you play it, if you play it well, and the sound gets better.
Well, it's handmade by a local violin maker in Kingston, Alberto, and I would say it's very beautiful. It's engraved with flowers and leaves. It has a more resonant sound than other violins I've played.
And I'm hoping that this will help encourage young people to get involved in music.
I would say it's given me the opportunity to connect with others my age who are also interested in music. It's brought us together through playing music together, and it's taught me to listen to others.
And you find that when you play at home alone, it's different than when you play in a group, because in a group you have to match the other players. Otherwise, it sounds lousy. And that's good. That's good for your brain. It's good for your instrument. You don't have to spend hours and hours and hours, but you have to enjoy what you're doing. If you enjoy what you're doing, you will play better.
I definitely want to continue playing music as a hobby and play in different orchestras and groups and maybe learn some different instruments. I would say I'm very honored and grateful, and I think it's the start of a great tradition that's going to go on for many years after this, so I'm very honored to be the first recipient.